How you can tell if a guy secretly hates you, part 2. If you're sensitive, how you can tell if a guy just really doesn't like you that much. So number 1, you've never gone on real dates. You've basically gone to his house, he's gone to your house, maybe you've had fast food together, and like if you're both poor college students, even then I was just talking to my friend who was literally dating this man who was in poverty. She's like, every single time he got a paycheck, he spent it on me. And we, I would do picnics and I would cook, and like that was a big part of their relationship. Like he really liked her, so he would do anything. And then I have my best friend who's a guy. He literally got a job so he can support his girlfriend and her daughter. He's like, I'm not about to be broke with her. But also some guys do have it and they just don't want to spend it on you because they don't like you. Another thing is if a guy secretly puts you down. I remember one time I was dating a guy and he was always like, just saying little things like, oh, did you know you have a bruise right here? And then one time he was like, oh, this eye is different shape than this eye. Like he would just try to tear me down secretly. And then one day I mentioned that he was doing it and he was like, I didn't even know that I was doing it. And like, why was I hanging out with him? He was very nice. He was extremely generous, but he would just do little things like that to put me down. Another thing is if you have never met any of their friends and meeting their roommate doesn't count. Like you are there by default. You don't know his friends. It's like saying that you've been to Kentucky because you've flown from LA to New York and you might have passed by Kentucky. Like roommates don't count. Another thing is if they are not considerate, like this comment that I'm responding to said, guys who are not considerate, like they don't open doors for you, and you have to mention it, right? Like I always like to say things in a sweet way, like, oh, my nails, please open the door for me. Like if they don't do it, and then like let them catch the hint by like telling them in a very cutesy way. But if they just never consider you, like they would go to a grocery store and pick up things on the way to your house and they wouldn't be like, do you need something? Do you know what I mean? Like I remember one time I was dating a guy and every time we'd go on a date, if he was like passing Whole Foods or something, he'd be like, oh, I'm passing Whole Foods, your Gelson's on the way. Like, do you need anything? Was in love with me. There are so many more signs, but I just think like consideration of you and your feelings. Men and women are completely different. They are never going to be like the emotional equivalent, and we cannot expect them to think like us. I don't expect men to think like us, but there's very basic stuff. Like if you see me struggling out of the car, or if you know that I typically don't have water in my house, like just stop and get it at the grocery store. Show me that you care about me.